All right, guys, what's the best combat shirt, or at least what is my favorite combat shirt? I'll spoil it right up front for you guys. It is the Crye Precision G4. Of all the combat shirts I've worn, this is my favorite, and I'm gonna dive into why that is. We're gonna talk about only combat shirts like this, kind of standard combat shirts, not performance combat shirts. I'll probably do that in the future, but yeah, of everything, I've got a lot of nice brands. I've got obviously Crye Precision, I've got Arc'teryx, I've got Patagonia, I've even got a 511 shirt I threw in the pile for you guys there. But this is the one I landed on. I like it a lot, and let's dive into why I think it's the best. So we got the Crye Precision G4 combat shirt for you here. I've got two of them. I like it that much. I actually bought two. I've got one in multicam arid and then one in standard multicam. So some of the things they changed are, one, the material. Right off the bat, I noticed that it's very comfortable. This actually has some stretch in it, so it moves with your body really well, and it's just more comfortable against your skin. Same thing goes for the jersey. The jersey is just more comfortable. Now, it may not be as durable. I haven't really tested that, but that would be my guess. But I just love the feel of this shirt. This shirt feels the best to me, and the fit is really great. One other thing they changed was the collar height. The collar height's not as tall on the G4, which I like. I don't need a huge tall collar to help with my sling mitigation or, my plates rubbing right here. This is plenty tall, and I think this is the perfect height for the collar. And then they also changed the pockets on the sleeve to a zipper closure, which I really like. That's a pretty quiet zipper. They used to have the flap, the Velcro flap, and I've heard of guys cutting the Velcro out of there because if you open that up, every time you open your pocket, it makes that ripping Velcro noise, and that could be a problem. So, if you're getting hunted by the Viet Cong in the jungle and you rip open your pocket and they hear you, that's a bad day. And so I've even bought used equipment that shipped from someplace like Virginia Beach, and the Velcro is completely cut off of that garment for that reason. So I really like the zipper closure. I can show it to you on here. It's really great, that zipper right there, and it's a very generous pocket still. So the pocket is a big upgrade. I like that a lot. And it's also very slim. There's nothing hanging off the side. It's just completely integrated into the sleeve. So I like that. Then lastly, they did change the elbow pads. Not a big deal. The G3 might be a little bit more intuitive as to how to use the elbow pocket for your elbow pads. I don't really run elbow pads, so not a big deal to me, but that's it. I'm gonna pick up the G3 and we'll talk about some of the differences so you can see it on there. So just for a quick comparison, I do have the G3 here. You can see that obviously the pockets are different. Even the Velcro is different, but you got that loud noise when you open your pocket. The pocket here does have a divider in there, so that is kind of nice for organization if that was something important to you. Again, the sleeve material does feel a little, it's not as soft, probably a little bit more robust if I had to guess. But again, I would prefer comfort to robustness, and you can see how high the collar is on this thing. It's a big old collar. And then the elbow pad pocket, as I was talking about, much more pronounced on here and very easy to install the elbow pads. But again, I don't really run elbow pads. Patagonia, great shirt. You can't buy it. This is government issue only. So if you do get your hands on one, you're buying it from someplace like Virginia Beach on eBay. That's how I got this one. I like it. It's okay. I like that the jersey material is very soft. The sleeves are not as soft as the G4. And then obviously it's got the Velcro closure on the shoulder pocket, which I don't like as much. I like the zippers. So Patagonia is good, can't buy it, and the G4 is better. Just go buy a G4. 511, cheap option. I cut the sleeves off this because it's 511. Who cares? Much cheaper than the other ones. It's a pretty good shirt. If you're a budget guy and you need to buy something on a budget, this could be your shirt. I don't like it as much. The material is just not as good, and then I don't like the color. The color just kind of looks like a nude heel or something like that. It's like the body just looks funny. I don't know if you can see that, but just don't like the color. And then pockets again. Velcro, and then they've got this weird liner in here. I don't know if you can hear this. It just crinkles. So obviously this is a much cheaper shirt. However, the G4 is way better. One more quick comparison for you guys. This is the Arc'teryx combat shirt. They do make a lot of shirts, and I love their performance combat shirts, so stay tuned for the video on that. But they're more or less standard combat shirt. I do not like it. They've actually fixed this. The buttons on the front, I do not like the button closure. Don't buy something with a button closure. And I don't like Velcro on the collar either. It just ends up scratching your neck, and I never use that closure anyway. And then the material is just stiff. The Crye Precision, it just is soft and stretchy and moves with your body, whereas this is stiff and uncomfortable. So as much as I love Arc'teryx and I use Arc'teryx for all my ski gear and everything like that, I would probably go with the G4 over something like the Arc'teryx shirt. Go buy the Crye Precision G4 combat shirt. You can wear camo. Camo is cool. Go buy some camo. You can just do stuff.